Uploads little life luxury. Grand Theft Auto 5 and GTA Online get new features for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X S. Elderly players are selling rooms on eBay, which is a big no-no, and will
Gotta hit this 40 fast. I thought I hit 40 on next gen. That shit is not getting touched again.
do a quick breakdown of the alien enemies in Helix 2. It's all presented by THQ Nordic. This is your daily fix. Presented by THQ Nordic. Rockstar has released details on the enhanced versions of Grand Theft Auto 5 and GTA Online on Xbox Series X, S, and PlayStation, coming to you March 15th. Grand Theft Auto 5 will support 3 new graphic settings, offering players let them play the game how they want. Fidelity mode runs at the highest visual settings, with native 4K ray tracing at 30 frames per second on both PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Xbox Series S will support upscale 4K resolution. Performance mode targets 60 frames per second upscaled at 4K resolution for both PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, with Series S at 1080p. Performance RT mode is a hybrid of both fidelity and performance mode, running GTA 5 upscaled at 4K with ray tracing and targeted 60 frames per second. This mode, however, is only available for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. On the PlayStation 5, GTA 5 will take advantage of DualSense controller using haptics and other adaptive trigger feedback, including Tempest audio and SSDs for faster loading. Xbox Series XS will also utilize SSDs as well as spatial sound for even better version. Rockstar has also promised high-end visuals like increasing population and traffic variety, improved lighting quality, water reflections, highly detailed new explosions, motion blur, fire, and increased vegetation density. Grand Theft Auto Online players will see 8 years worth of gameplay updates and new features. How Special Works will be added to the Los Santos car meet, which includes vehicle upgrades, a new class of races for modded vehicles, and weekly rotations of How Special Works time trials as well as premium test ride. GTA Online will also receive updates to quality of life with a new intro tutorial and a more useful main menu to let you jump directly into the fun parts of the game. In addition, GTA Online will become a standalone title for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS, which can be downloaded and kept for free for PlayStation 5 players during the first 3 months of release. As of now, Rockstar has not announced a price for GTA Online standalone version. New players to GTA Online will be introduced to a career builder, onboarding new players with a $4 million bonus for free to get them started on their lavish spending on properties, vehicles, and maybe some new clothes. Now, if you are a veteran GTA Online player and have accumulated enormous amounts of wealth that you want to transfer to new-gen consoles, Rockstar says PlayStation 4 and Xbox One players can move both their GTA 5 story mode progress and GTA Online characters to new-gen systems and even across console platforms. This migration is a one-time transfer, but you'll be able to transfer your characters, weapons, stats, vehicles, properties, clothing, and jobs. To start the migration, you'll need to go to the Game tab in GTA 5 pause menu and hit Upload Save Game. Save games will be downloadable for 90 days after upload. But you'll only have till March 15th to migrate your account for free. Rockstar hasn't given us much info on what will happen after that. Moving on, Elden Ring players are taking to eBay to sell and buy its in-game currency, runes, but they may be facing bans very soon. On eBay, dozens of listings show a range of prices from $10 for 1 million runes to $25 for 20 million runes. These listings do involve sending the seller your character name and entering multiplayer and having them drop golden rune items. The service is becoming increasingly popular as it reduces the amount of grind necessary to level up players' gear. But the biggest issue with this service is that it goes completely against Elden Ring's terms of service. Bandai Namco explicitly states that no player shall be entitled to sell or buy another's items, characters, or save data via real money trading. Players that break this term entitle the company to give players warnings before taking action, which could be a suspension, ban, or even deletion of their data. So I shouldn't have to say this, but you shouldn't buy or sell runes. Yeah, Elden Ring is hard, but it's not impossibly hard to get plenty of runes. You do not have to resort to paying for runes. Don't be a wimp. Don't be that guy. Don't be that person. Also, if you have not seen the Elden Ring ad from Thailand posted by Twitter user Daniel Haman, let me just say it's worth a watch. They even have an action trailer starring actress Young Wen, which is pretty cool. Watch the full trailers of both Elden Ring commercials on IGN. And finally, a game is only as good as its villains, and there's
post with the job code and yeah, like that little jump. I put on a set. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie to give you fluff, doing too much. I feel like y'all got some stuff like y'all can live without set. I can set one day. Thank you. Right here, quick drops. A little fluff right there, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I got on with this before, but those are definitely flips. See how you just push the ball through real quick. So simple, it's like, go get you fluff. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I'm elite, you know what I'm saying? I'm a shadow you later. That's good, bro. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't mind putting this on there, I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh, done with that, but don't put this on there. You don't want to, you don't want to. Right here, you go again. You don't want no jump that like doing with little snap back. It's nice to go put in jump right there. Don't put my foot, I don't know why I don't off one. Let's get it, it's a little crazy. Hang up one, easy done. I had Eagles on too, I'm like, and that's all, that's the jump right there. All I have to do is subscribe. Like, I won't be posting Wednesday or Thursday, I'll be back in Friday, I'll be at school, so I'm gonna post you. I'm sorry if I'm quiet right now, it's nighttime, trying to continue guys, but go check out my last video, I'm showing you how to get the new records.
Alright, but let's go. We got it, we got it. You with me?
Driving and standing contact dunk 6'10". We have a super ridiculous backside defender in terms of everything to do with defense. And then we have what seems to be the pro-am meta at the 5 spot with 7'2" that has 75 vertical, elite big man contact dunks. So again, all that stuff is going to be listed in today's video. Hope y'all enjoy. If you do, put a drop of likes up, producer on the notice, all the good stuff. Try to 500 likes as well. So as far as my ranking on all of these, I don't exactly have a very solid foundation on which one is the best or which one's the worst of the three. I think they're all really reasonable for any different style that you have. I will say though, this 6'10" is probably the most fun because this looks crazy, bro. Like you can get play take, sharp take, glass and rim on this. You have such crazy versatility in the terms of like how it plays, and again, you have driving and standing contact dunks. 7-footer, I think is really comp. I think it fits a lot of different game modes, and it's definitely fun to play on as well. The 7'2" though, it's a little bit bulky, it's a little bit slow. It's not quite as fun to play on, but for pro-am meta, it definitely fits the big man spot the best. So if I had to give a list of number 1 to number 3 in terms of which one is the most comp, I guess I would say that the 7-footer is probably my favorite, then 7'2" is the next best, and then 6'10" is probably the worst of the 3, but definitely the most fun. And one is the best or the worst, but overall, I just kind of wanted to showcase all three of these builds. I think it fits all styles, honestly. We have a lot of these with shooting upgraded on them as well. I know a lot of these videos, when you guys click on them and you see the inside centers, you're a little bit disappointed or underwhelmed, I guess I would say. And obviously, it's a little bit easier to make an inside center. You can do it just strictly shooting off entirely and then boom, put it more into like pass accuracy or put more post control on or close shot to 93, whatever the case may be. With this stuff right here, I think it's a little bit harder to make the shooting centers. So I wanted to construct them in that way and maybe make it a little bit more viable to your guys' standards. With this build right here, you can see I am sacrificing the pass accuracy down to 71. I think you can get away with this though. 71 gets you the gold break start. You can still rock silver bullet passer. I think it's definitely doable in a half-court setting. And for throwing the fast breaks, I understand it's probably not the best, but at the same time, if you're going out there in Pro-Am and running this 5, I don't know if that's the smartest thing. This is more so meant to be, if you bring it to the 5s, it's meant to be played at the 4 in terms of like a power forward build, but it also will still packages. You have 91 standing dunk, which gives you the pro and elite contact dunk packages for big men. And again, you can still shoot the ball on this build. We don't have Hall of Fame sniper on this. I don't think you can really afford it. It's a little bit ridiculous. I don't even know how you can get playmaker takeover on this build, to be completely honest with you. I mean, the ratings are nowhere near good enough in terms of what I would think for a playmaker takeover. Like 71 pass accuracy and 70 ball handle, and still having 50 speed with ball only is good enough for play take. That's crazy. Now, if you want to talk more crazy stuff, if you combine this with juice takeover perk and you run sharp and play takeover, that's going to be insane on takeover, bro. You can fortunately, just barely not enough driving dunk to get 84 pro contact dunk packages. I understand some people might really want that. If you did want something like that, I think that the 6'10" that we just showed is definitely a good enough build to showcase like what you would want to do with that. But anyway, again, we're still going to upgrade some of these builds with 3-pointer. I understand I'm not investing a whole lot into shooting, but I don't think you should with these center builds. You're not going to be constantly shooting the ball every single play. And with that, I think you should only be kind of a secondary option in terms of just popping when needed. Or when your guard drives, you stay on the 3-point line. Simple as that for spacing, right? And you're only out there to knock it down when you need to. I think it's definitely a doable situation. Once again, we are sacrificing post control entirely off the build. This one does, however, have the 85 pass accuracy, so it's definitely doable in that sense. 65 ball handle gives you just enough for silver unpluckable and an extra playmaking badge right there. Then we have 52 speed with ball. You get bronze quick for step at 50 right here. Nice one up to 52 to get that playmaking badge. Once again, just enough into your defense to get the gold brick wall. We also have just enough rebound rating to get the gold rebound chaser. It's typically what I'm doing with this weight. I'm always going to try and get to the rebound chaser thresholds or the interior defense with the brick wall thresholds, all types of stuff like that. With this build, we also, like I said, are 7 foot with a 74 speed. That is insane. Like, it's right. And obviously, the build I showcased you guys only had like 70, 74, 73 speed, something like that. It's so overall, this one is a little bit more comp. It's definitely more defensive. It's more just big in general. The versatility is still there on defense as well. I love playing this build myself. I have it. I just don't have shooting on it. With that, I have like 93 close shot, 99 standing dunk on it as well. And it definitely performs insane contact dunk. I gotta say that. When I utilize this as well, I'm pretty satisfied with the ball handling on it. It's nothing crazy, but it definitely gets the job done. You can really work triple threat and still be extremely fast with it. So this, we also have sharp takeover and option. Once again, I really didn't put a lot of get that option 3-pointer that's tied to, but even at that, the fact that you don't have to have a lot of shooting badges for investment range in your build, you can still get sharp takeover. That's really solid. And honestly, if you wanted to run something like stun blocks like I have right here in a second,
let's go.